Most people think the energy resilience shift is about producing more energy, more oil, more natural gas, more solar, more nuclear, more electricity. But the scary part about this signal is that most people barely notice what may actually be changing underneath it. In the previous investigation, we identified the signal. Entire societies built themselves around the assumption that energy would always be available. That was confusion. This is clarity. Because clarity isn't about finding a new signal. It's about understanding what the original signal may actually mean. And the meaning may be surprisingly simple. For decades, civilization had a definition of success. Cheaper, faster, leaner, more efficient. If you could remove excess capacity, eliminate backups, streamline operations, and cut costs, you were considered smart. Businesses did it. Governments did it. Supply chains did it. Even households adopted the philosophy. Do more with less. That became common sense. But the energy resilience shift may be revealing the hidden trade-off inside that way of thinking. Efficiency assumes stability. Efficiency assumes systems continue functioning. Efficiency assumes tomorrow looks very similar to today. But disruptions have a strange way of changing priorities. Suddenly, people stop asking, "What's the cheapest option?" They begin asking, "What's the option that still works when pressure arrives?" That's a completely different question. And when the question changes, the investments change. The planning changes. Infrastructure changes. National priorities change. Business strategies change. Even household decision-making changes. Humans have a funny habit of calling something unnecessary right up until the moment they desperately need it. Nobody brags about paying for insurance until they need it. Nobody celebrates spare tires until they're stranded. Nobody appreciates backup systems until the primary system fails. That's civilization irony. The deeper signal may be this: civilization optimized for abundance. Now it may increasingly optimize for continuity. The question quietly changing is no longer, who has the cheapest energy? It may increasingly become, who can continue functioning when disruptions occur? This is still the same master signal. Energy resilience shift. But this branch reveals what may actually be changing beneath the surface. You identified the signal in confusion. Now you understand the shift. But this investigation doesn't stop with this YouTube video. The energy resilience shift is being investigated across the entire gamed signal investigation network. Different branches, different perspectives, different platforms. You'll find signal discussions, follow-up observations, and future investigations across YouTube, Facebook, X, TikTok, LinkedIn, Shopify, and downstream digital distribution systems. Because civilization doesn't change in one place, and neither does this investigation. But understanding alone does not create positioning. Control comes next. Because control is where awareness becomes action. It's where individuals, families, businesses, and communities begin asking, what should we actually do differently? So don't stop at clarity. Watch Part 3, Control. Because seeing the signal matters. Understanding the shift matters more. But positioning yourself before the majority adapts, that's where advantage begins. Gamed exists to move people from confusion to clarity to control to leverage. If this signal deserves a deeper gamed investigation, score it from 1-10 in the comments. Also comment and score any signals, pressures, technologies, fears, adaptation shifts, or strange modern patterns you think gamed should investigate next. Like, share, subscribe. You've been breathing oxygen, paying bills, opening apps, operating in modern society, and maintaining a Wi-Fi connection to reality at some point in the last 15 minutes. This investigation is about you. You're not watching the signal. You're living inside it.